How old are your daughters?
7 and 4.
All right. Well, we got a stud flag football team. I've got 2 girls on our team. We're accepting of all genders, and we got a good little squad. They're coached up. We got one more game and then playoffs this weekend.
Really?
So we're gonna be back to back.
What's the age group we're talking about here?
Like 5-6 year olds.
Okay, so
it's considered pre-K.
Gotcha.
But you're gonna move up with them as they get older.
Yeah. Because that's my son, my youngest is in that, and it's like you had mentioned. That was the first time. I don't know if I had mentioned this last time, but coaching them where I felt that adrenaline, that rush. It was this first game like a year and a half ago. We won on like a touch. No, I'm being honest. Like
I know.
We scored on like a touchdown with like 3 seconds left. We won like 30. Yeah, I told my wife this. I'm like, this is why people get back into coaching, because you just have this wealth of knowledge that you want to give to everybody, and that's where I'm at in life. Like I love coaching these kids. I coach them hard. The first thing I tell them is like, we're gonna win. Like I don't like the coaches who let's have a good time. It doesn't matter if we win. No, we're out here to win. We're out here to be great. Let's take advantage of our time. Like they will develop the skills, and then I got to lean on the dogs on the team, like my son and the other ones. I'm just saying, like,
is your son a dog?
Yeah, he's a dog.
Or is it like that's the coach's son?
No,
like
no,
he gets to play quarterback?
There's no.
Okay,
he's got that dog.
There's a meritocracy in
but
that.
he's 6 years old, so like let's take that with a grain of salt. But he knows what's being asked of him. I always talk to him. I try and talk to him like a man at 6 years old. Like, hey, these other kids are looking up to you. They might be in pre-K. 4. What are these? So I need him to be the example, the role model. So I'm just trying to set the tone moving forward. But I'm not. Like I got to preface this and say I'm not that sports dad. Like I'm not that. I'm not that. Like my kids have fun.
But that's you right there.
And the parents have fun too. And we have fun by winning, learning the game, building confidence, having respect, everything that you would hope that your child would be taught from, a coach or role model.
Do you have a kid, or has there been a kid that hasn't wanted to play sports?
On our team?
In your family?
Oh yeah, my oldest is probably the same as your daughter, where he's like we tried him out in soccer, just being like nah, but he's like he'll probably build spaceships or something like that, like Elon, or he's loving fishing right now. I think they've got some fishing clubs out here, which we didn't have on the West Coast. So yeah, he'll find his niche. But I tell my kids, like, I don't care what you do. Like my daughter, she does play basketball and some other sports, but she loves gymnastics and dance. I'm like, just be the best at it. Just be the best at whatever it is you do, and you'll be fine in life. Like that's all it comes back to. Be the best podcasters, whatever it is. Like you will have success. You don't have to play football. You don't have to play sports, but naturally, like I gravitate towards that because that's what I did as a kid. Just be the best.
So your son, he doesn't play any sports?
My oldest, no.
Or you don't keep him playing sports if he didn't like it?
Well, listen, I mean, like, kind of like my dad told me, if we start something, we finish it. But if you don't want to play after the season, that's fine.
That's the move. That is the move. Because when I put my oldest in soccer, it was very, very quick. She was like, this is not really my bag. Yeah. And I just told her, you're doing the whole season.
Right.
And we're going to go every single time. I'll go with you every single time, but we have to go. Like your team's waiting on you. They're relying on you. And so once she was done with the season, it was over.
But sometimes
you have to finish the season out.
Well, my son, my youngest, who, his first game playing flag football, he played 2 snaps and cried the whole time on the sideline as I'm trying to coach him, send him off to his mom, do this. And now he can't get enough. Like, when's the next game? He just loves, sports, loves football right now. So I think that comes from confidence as well.
So how does you take your kid who plays 2 snaps, cries, goes to his mom, to now he loves it? Like, how did you work on that? Because that's maybe where I need to fill in the gap a little bit, is I don't know how hard to push or how hard not to push.
Yeah, it's consistency, because every time I push too hard, then you're like, oh, did I go too hard? And if I'm too soft, I'm like, oh, I'm being soft on him. So I think we all have that internal, kind of tug of war of parenting. But I think just consistency and giving your kid kind of the resiliency and courage to have confidence, that confidence. Because I think that's what it stems from. My kids tend to shut it down when they don't have confidence, when they're in a new environment. So it's just filling them with that, like, like, you can do this, you're going to be all right, everything's okay. And then as they start to do it, they get better at it and they learn to like it and they learn to be the example. So yeah, I mean, we're having a good parenting talk right here.
That is a good parenting talk.
Yeah, it is good, because it is like just fighting through the fringe of the insecurity and fear.
Yeah.
What they need to do. Like my daughter had they had World Day at school where my daughter did Panama, and she had to make a whole thing for the animals in there. And then she's talking to me the night before about there's gonna be 400 people that I have to perform in front of, and her and I are going through her whole thing. Then her mom gets home from like an outing for a nature and nurture company, and I find out it's like everyone just goes into a room. And the parents kind of walk around and like, look, oh, that's real nice. And then you kind of keep going. But Wynn was like trying to dial in all the different animals, all the different things, to the point where we're up till like 10:30. And she was like so nervous about speaking in front of people. She's like, have you ever spoken in front of people before? I'm like, oh, sweetheart.
A few times.
Let me show you a couple photos. This is me at the Grand Ole Opry. This is me, you know, I start showing her some stuff. But it is like the pushing part to me, I worry about, because I don't want them to like get pushed so far that they kind of just shit the bed when it happens. So it's a war.
You might need to put Willow on his team.
That's what I was.
Willow's
That's what I was.
Yeah.
That's what I was alluding to at the beginning. Is like they're still at the age where they put the boys and girls together before they separate them, and obviously it means nothing to the boys right now. But there's a part of me that loves it when our girls get after it on the team.
Yeah.
It's like I love it.
Yeah, Willow's definitely, she has more coordination right now than Wynn. Wynn is like built like me. Like she just has still got that baby deer movement. Like she kind of doesn't know how to run or kick or throw. Willow, for whatever reason, just picks it up and goes.
Yeah.
So she might. Yeah, we'll look into it. When's the season start?
Well, we're just finishing up, so we'll have to get you on the fall end. Yeah.
Oh yeah, fall.
Tryouts will be in the fall.
Clay attacks and Rue's too young.
You looking for an O-line coach?
Have her play up. That's how you get better.
We can do that. All we have is it's 5.
If he would accept, it seems like this is a squad that you gotta.
You know what?
You gotta come with it.
And I enjoy it. I really enjoy it.
We need to get Rue under the mentorship of a Clay Matthews.
Right.
Be the example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because when he's asking, I was like, oh yeah, you trying to build a. Are you going to move up with them? Or are you going to stick to coaching the 5 and 6 year olds? Trust me, I'll get Rue.
Could you imagine Clay's kids just like 15, 16 years old, and he's like still with the 5 and 6 year olds?
He might be
just random 5 and 6 year olds.
That's what Luke and them are doing.
Yeah, but I feel like they're with Olsen's kid.
Right, their kids, like they go up with them every time. Remember, they're in middle school right now, but when they get to high school, it's almost like the high school staff's going to get fired, and they're going to come in and take over.
You got to know that high school staff.
That's what my dad did. So when my dad retired, I was in. I think I just finished 5th grade, somewhere in 5th grade, and he took over as coach. He might not have been the head coach, might have been D coordinator, whatever it is, but he stayed with us the whole time. And we just, you just have that same group of kids who goes through an NFL, mindset of how to run. We were running like zone blitzes in high school, just offenses, just putting a blend.
Menacing.
Yeah.
You were basically, your dad was the first Deion Sanders.
The first Deion Sanders.
I love Coach Prime, but I think they're two very different. But yeah,
I'm saying he goes up with this kid. He coaches him the whole entire time.
That respect, yeah, he was with us the whole time. And then as soon as I graduated, he went to my other brother and then went to his high school and worked his way up. And they always had great teams, and they were coached well. Coaching is
There's
so
no
important.
doubt about it.
Yeah,
that family
they
tree.
were coached well.
They were.